Once again, the wheel has turned, and we once again celebrate the dark moon ritual. The first heads of wheat are ready. The first fruits have ripened. Berries and apples offer a bountiful harvest. It is time to collect healing plants, still in order to survive the coming darkness and cold times. Mother Earth is on top of her abundance and glory, and we gratefully accept all the gifts she offers. Today you have the opportunity to peek inside the most secret place of the priestess of Kerridwen, their witch's kitchen, where porridges are simmering in cauldrons, bread is baking, and healing potions are being prepared. These are the simple actions we take every day to care for our family and community members. Every action that unites fire, water, earth and air is infused with alchemical magic, a transformation that brings life and healing. Every song we sing is our heart prayer. As we bridge between the past and the future, we hold the circle for our ancestors and our children, consecrating co-creation and caring for all living beings. Please enjoy this abundance and beauty and feel every day is sacred and every committed creation is ritual. Blessed be.
By the earth that is her body, by the air that is her sweet breath, by the fire that is her bright spirit, by the waters of her sacred womb, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. May this space be truly sacred. So mote it be. Blessed be.
I invite you to close your eyes and imagine you're in a forest filled with trees, birdsong and the breeze. And as you do, your breathing slows, your body calms and relaxes. And you imagine roots coming from the soles of your feet, spreading out into the ground, like the roots of an oak tree, spreading out wide, connecting to your sisters and your brothers around the world, cradling the earth. Tendrils reach deep, deep into the ground, through the soil, the damp earth, the rocks, the stones, the bones of our ancestors past, deep through crystal caves, underground caverns, into the very centre of the earth, the mother love, the goddess's red, hot energy that travels up your roots, back through the layers of the earth, connecting you to the goddess, connecting you to the earth. It comes into your body through your roots and through tiny capillaries spreads up throughout the whole of your body, filling you with love, peace and connectedness. The capillaries travel up, and then roots begin to sprout from the top of your head, from your crown chakra, up into the universe, spreading out as above, so below, like the roots of an oak tree, cradling the universe and connecting with your sisters and brothers. One single thread reaches up through the dark firmament, past the stars, the galaxies, the moons, to your mother star, where it connects and draws down the cosmic energy of the mother goddess, back through your crown chakra and into your body, mingling with the red energy of the earth. For now you are connected. You feel connected to each other, connected to the universe, connected to the earth. The beauty of the earth, the power, steadfastness, the strength of an oak tree. Your roots come back into your body and you bring yourself gently back into the room. You are now grounded and centered, ready to take part in this ritual. Blessed be.
In your mind's eye, please turn with me to the southwest. Croeso Ceridwen, Creatrix, we welcome you, Mother of Abundance, bountiful Mother that nurtures our bodies and our soul, cradle in which we grow, first harvest, richness and abundance in our life. We thank you for all your gift, for all that we gather at this season of the year. We thank you, your abundance of inspiration, of food, your plentiness, your gratefulness. Mother of the Awen, womb that cradles the great bud, we thank you and we invite you tonight to be with us. We breathe your deep, nurturing energy in. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen, Creatrix. We bring you into our heart and into our center. Blessed be.
We turn to you in the southwest. Croeso, Ceridwen, Mistress of the Cauldron. Dark Mother, Creatrix. She who births all inspiration, all wisdom, all guidance. Lady, as we step into your cauldron, what will you help brew to life in us? What inspiration will you give to us if we will see it? Let us work with you as we step into your cauldron, Lady. We breathe your Creatrix energy in. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen, Mistress of the Cauldron. We bring your energy to our centre with gratitude. Blessed be.
Good evening. Please turn with me in your mind's eye to the northeast. Croeso, Ceridwen, Ceridwen of the healers, Ceridwen, the wise woman, healing of the arts, the alchemist, the shaman witch. Thank you for teaching us how to blend our own medicine within ourselves, to use our intuition and our inspiration to make our own herbal plants and flower essences. Thank you for allowing us to drink from your fountain of truth and your sweet nectar juice, allowing us to be here today, to utilize the time of invoke for healing our bodies, our minds and our souls. We thank you for the Greyhound who assists us with this journey of healing within. I thank you for the gift of healing of sound I thank you for allowing me to be here today, for allowing us all to be here today, for assisting with the healing of the planet and the healing that we so need within ourselves. I thank you for your herbs. I thank you for your trees. I thank you for your flowers. I thank you for the gift of the seer, the oracle, for your healing arts. I thank you for your gift of sound that I share with all. May we feel these healing vibrations deep within our mind, our body, and our soul. Breathing in the spiral of love, where love may enter and love only leaves. The gentleness of your healing penetrates us deeply, showing us the pathway of the healer within. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen the healer. We bring your energy into the center. Blessed be.
And now, please, turn with me, with your mind's eye, to the southeast. And we're welcome, Ceridwen, lover forever. Croeso, Ceridwen, lover forever. Mother of love, devoted wife of Chigit, dancer of sensual pleasure. Please, allow us to forgive ourselves and others who hurted us. And with you, we have the possibility to welcome in our wombs and nurturing the seeds of future lives, future wise men, wise women, the future Taliesin, who are the future of the world. And please, with you, we have the opportunity, and for this, we thank you for this possibility we have to stay with you, to stay in your womb, nurtured by you, by your deep love, by your deep essence. Oh, Mother of Love, you are Mother of all people, of all creatures. And with this word, and thanks to you, I'll breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen, lover forever, and we bring in our hearts and in the center of the circle, blessed be. Stop.
Croeso, Ceridwen, mistress of magic and mystery, lady of the labyrinth. Yes, we welcome your abundance. We welcome the herbs. We welcome the crystals. We welcome the trees and their energies. We welcome the ripening at this time. We welcome all of your magic. all of your miracles, all of your mysteries, and we welcome you, brothers and sisters, into our central labyrinth for this dark moon. We breathe your energy in. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen, mistress of magic and mystery.
Hail and welcome, Ceridwen, mistress of magic and mystery.
We turn into our central cauldron. Blessed be.
So I'd like to sing you a song now. I love singing. I've sung for the Goddess Temple during COVID, and I would love to sing a song that was very precious to me when I recently became grandmother to two very premature twins that my daughter gave birth to at 30 weeks, or 29 for twins. And we had an outpouring of people's prayers and people's best wishes globally. We had so many messages, and this is a bit of gratitude for that. They're thriving now, and we are a very happy family, although sleep is hard to come by. Bounteous mother with belly full of wonder, wonder of new life is made in you, is made by you. Wonder of new life is made in you, is made by you. Blessed by the bounteous love of our mother, we sing you her song and bless you all. With her love, we sing you a song and bless you all. With her love, blessed by the bounteous love of the mother, we sing you her song and bless you all. With her love, we sing you her song and bless you all. With her love. So this song is by our beautiful Sally Pullinger, who writes all of the goddess songs for us, and we love singing them. It is the time of Lammas. It is the time of baking bread and maybe breaking bread with all those in your community that you haven't seen for a long time, due to COVID, due to whatever. Gather together, sit and celebrate, sit and find a way to communicate, be community in unity. So mote it be. And with much love from the healing field here at the Healing Weekend in Secret World, blessed be from B, Priestess of Avalon and Ceridwen.
Hello, I'm Edwina Hodkinson and I'm a medical herbalist. I'm here in Lancashire in the northwest of England, and I'm by the River Irwell in the Birds Country Park. And this is a really ancient river, and the ancient name is Mam, Mother. So here we are looking at some of the plants by the river. We've got some rose bay willow herb over here, which is great medicine. Some mint, got nettle, wait. And if you have a look here, we have this magnificent, absolutely magnificent mugwort plant. Now mugwort likes to grow by the sides of rivers or motorways or lanes or roads or anywhere that people like to travel. And you might be wondering why mugwort is here by the river. And this is because the river was once an ancient place that people travelled on. So you can imagine, you know, how this was thousands of years ago. So this is one of our ancient plants. Una is her old name. And mugwort, because she was used for flavouring beer, or because she was used for keeping midges away, which it does work for. So this plant I'm absolutely in love with. This is one of our sacred herbs, on so many levels, from both a physical level, an emotional level and a spiritual level. The other names for her are motherwort, although it's a different plant than motherwort, wombwort, cronewort, maidenwort, you know, and she's associated with goddesses all over Europe. On a physical level, mugwort is a plant for women's journeys. In fact, this plant is a plant of people's journeys. But when we look at women's journeys, this is a woman's journey right from the beginning of starting to menstruate right through to the end of that time in the menopause. This herb is great for regulating women's hormones. It is good for stimulating the womb, to cleanse it, to help with things like period pains, if you use, you know, and on a regular basis, or use it externally. Good for things like heavy periods, good for PMS, good for migraines associated with periods, and is also good to help prepare a woman for childbirth, to assist with childbirth, and for cleansing the womb afterwards. As a woman gets to her menopausal years, this is a great herb for reminding us of our power as women, and for helping us to cope with some of that anxiety and depression and those mood changes, and sometimes some of those menstrual issues that we have as we go through that rite of passage. This is a great digestive herb. It is good for, because of its bitters, it is good for stimulating digestion and for helping everything to work better, so that we get our food through our digestive tract and we can absorb and digest it better. This is a calming herb. You know, when you take mugwort in a tea, it's great for anxiety, great for depression, great for stress, great for really supporting your own power and, you know, well-being. Great for things like headaches, it's good for the digestive tract to get rid of parasites, and it's great for smudging too. If you make a salve of it, it makes a beautiful womb massage oil for helping with periods and fertility, and really giving that love and nurture to your womb area. It can be great as a salve or an oil for muscular aches and pains, bites, bruises, wounds, and also for sciatica too. On a spiritual level, this plant is a plant that opens up the third eye. It is a plant for helping us to dream, to connect with the other world. And when used in a smoke blessing, can be, or a smudge or a seining, as we like to call it here. This is good for consecrating sacred space, for clearing out unwanted negative energies, and for really bringing that sort of sacredness into wherever you want to work. But opening the third eye can help with things like divination, with clairvoyance, and mugwort can help with dreaming. So you can make dream pillows out of dried mugwort, you can hang it by your bed, you can smoke it, drink it, and use it in tincture, and it can bring about lucid dreams. And lucid dreams can be great because they can help people to see sometimes into the depth and to see what needs sorting out, or working with that other world, that dream world within them. So why I like to really promote mugwort is this is one of our native sacred herbs, and whilst we quite often end up buying herbs from across the waters from different countries because somehow we've been told that they're more sacred than the plants we have here, this is the same family as Native American sage, and so can be used in a very similar way, only we get this chance to build up a relationship with the plant, to harvest it in the right way with honour, and to take it home, to dry it, to work with it, and to realise how precious it is, because unless you harvest in the season, then you're not going to get it. So the season is now, and if you're going to harvest it, you can either harvest the young leaves for tincturing, for using in food, it's a great food flavouring, or this is perfect now where you've got these buds, or even when you're getting flowers, to dry it and put it into sort of for seining sticks for your smoke blessings. So thank you. How's that? all in one go.
Porridge. Parich, as they call it in my land. So much meaning in even the sound of a word. We have an old saying when going back to normal after a holiday or time out of the ordinary. We're going hame to pick clays and parich. We're going home to pick clothes and porridge, meaning everything that is ordinary and familiar. But in truth, I have always found porridge to be a bit magical. There is magic in ordinary things, simple things. The stirring of a pot of porridge, the sprinkling of the salt onto the oats. While in other countries porridge is not always respected in the same way as in Scotland, being prison food or the food given to horses, in Scotland it has always been important. Oats can be successfully cultivated on marginal upland soils, and while oats were introduced to Scotland in about 600 AD, the idea of porridge goes back even further. Traces of barley porridge have been found in pots excavated in the Outer Hebrides, dated to 2,500 years ago. Porridge is ancestral food and medicine. It can keep a family alive. And porridge links me to my grandparents, great-grandparents and beyond. To put the serving of oats in the pot, add the milk, water or both, the sprinkling of salt, and wait for the heat to do its alchemy. Watching as the oats turn creamy is to remember the hands of my grandmother doing the same thing, preparing porridge for farmers and miners. Nowadays, I mostly eat my porridge as overnight oats, which seem quite trendy these days and is a lot easier and less time consuming. But at least once a month, I like to prepare them the old-fashioned way, stirring the oats with my spurtle, the special porridge stirrer, which is perfectly designed so that the oats will not stick. This Scottish kitchen tool, dating from the 15th century and often designed with a symbol of a thistle on top, is, for me, a kitchen wand and a perfect example of magical tools hidden in plain sight. I still remember my grand spurtle hanging in her kitchen. It was hers. No one else touched it. With my spurtle, I stir my intentions into the family porridge, perhaps chanting or saying a charm under my breath. In the Comuna Gadelica, the collection of Gaelic folklore from the Highlands and Islands, there were charms for everything. Simple, everyday things like smearing the fire and stirring the pot. And once the porridge is ready, there is the controversial topic of toppings. My ancestors would have had simple salt on theirs, and the leftovers would have been put in the porridge drawer, a specially lined drawer, where the porridge would have set and then been cut into thick slices to be taken to work in the fields or down the pit. My husband likes his mixed with a little jam or local honey, and me, well, I've turned my bowl into a little ritual, sprinkling it with foraged flowers and berries of each season, calling in the plant spirits and the spirits of the land. Porridge grounds me, it earths me. When I stand in my kitchen and stir the porridge pot, time shifts. Linear time falls away, and I am my gran, my great-gran, my great-great-gran, my great-great-great-gran.
In your mind's eye, please turn with me to the west. Croeso Ceridwen, Mother of Earth. Your abundance on this earth is such a blessing to all of us. We take the new harvest to create the abundance within our own families, to feed our families, to share with our brothers and sisters, to share with our ancestors in sacred ceremony. May we always have the abundance of food. As the harvest begins, bless our bodies as we nourish it daily. We take your earth and all that it has to give to us in gratitude. As we witness your earth in this season, as well as those that cared for you to grow our food to nourish our bodies, maybe we're harvesting food, nourishing new friendships, cultivating new jobs, envisioning new dreams. Whatever it is that we dream and we harvest, may the abundance always come forward with blessings. Mother Earth, we thank you for all the seeds that you provide for us to plant and witness their growth to be harvested. Thank you for all of the meals that we can create with those seeds. May you show us always that as we harvest, that we have an abundance to share with everyone. May the fire of the earth bless this bread that we shall share with all that we meet. May we always have abundance to share. Mother Earth, we care for you. We take care of you as best as we can. I bake this bread to show my gratitude for the food that you provide, and that I may share with those that are around me, always and forever. Marwyn Nadir, life above, life in the center, life below and to your core. Thank you for baking this bread. Mother Ceridwen, thank you for the abundance of this bread. May we always have meals at our table. May we always share. May we always be blessed with your blessings. I thank you for this bread today. With your blessings, I will always share the abundance that you give to me. May we always remember you and take care of you, Mother Earth. I breathe in with gratitude your blessings, Mother Earth. Hail and welcome, Ceridwen of Earth. Please turn with me to the center. Blessed be.
Hey, welcome, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my backyard here in Barrie, Ontario, Canada. And I'm just cutting up one of my favorite herbs. Now it blooms at summer solstice, so I'm just catching the tail end of St. John's wort. Today we're going to make our own herbal medicine. Now, I'm not a doctor, so you make sure you see a doctor if you have any, you're taking any mental health drugs. You may want to ask your doctor if you can make your own St. John's wort herbal medicine. Sometimes it doesn't mix. But this is a lift your spirit, sort of a... smell the fragrance. Can you smell? I don't know. Now, these are a little wilted and dried, okay? I picked them about 3 days ago. They're ready to be worked with. So we're going to lift our spirits with this amazing plant. And so I want to help you to identify. So when you pick a blossom, first of all, you look at it, it is that 5-pointed star that I showed you. And then you rub your hands, it leaves a purpley red, that's just from one look, purple or red kind of imprint. You know you've got your St. John's wort. They call it the blood of St. John. So it's easy to identify with those 5-pointed bright yellow flowers. And the stem looks like a cross. So if let's see, if I clip the flower part off, see if I can show you this. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, here, I'll show you with two different stems. Then the cross, there's a cross that's left when you cut it. 4 points. The stem goes in 4 points. So, and when you cut it, you can use some of the stem, okay? So just cutting those heads off. That's what you're going to use and dry. Some people just want to use the blossoms, but I've done my research and the plant is wonderful medicine as well. So I've had mine in a cauldron. I'm going ahead of myself because there's something really important. Now you can't see it. Can I see it right here? If you took the leaves, a leaf or a petal, up to the sun, you'll see pinholes in the petals and the leaves, these little pinhole dots. And they're tiny oil glands. And they signify psychic connection. And sort of, this lifts depression. So, the light through the clouds. The fragrance is, I can just, so fresh. It leaves me a feel-good feeling when I'm picking and working with it. And so this is one of the native European herbs that were brought over here for conventional medicine back in the day. And herbal folklore used to use this herb to treat insanity, epilepsy, schizophrenia, the spooks, clearing the spooks, the demons, the ghosts, the witches in the house when you were feeling off center. Yeah, those spells, those black magic. So also, chakra wise, this is solar plexus. It's a bright yellow, and the solar plexus is your will, it's your confidence, it's your self-esteem, your self-empowerment, it's your energy. So this gives you energy. It defines your purpose and gives you drive towards that purpose, that movement that it takes. So if you're feeling stuck and imbalanced, this may help to balance that area. It's a mood altering substance, and it does help with depression. So first, we're going to make a tincture. And so we're going to work with the menstruum, the liquid, and the mark, which is the herb. So the liquid, good old Smirnoff, if you would like. We're going to use that today because the alcohol really draws the color for a magical effect. So we'll use that today. But if you're like me and you don't drink alcohol, you may choose witch hazel. With witch hazel, if you're going to ingest it, just a little bit, not too much, okay? Because there could be side effects for some stomachs. So you're going to have to really be careful and listen to your body if you're going to ingest witch hazel. And that's drop by drop, by the way. The safe way and the softest way is glycerin. Okay, and if I have enough left, I'm going to make a glycerin for me, and I'm making the alcohol for you, all of you out in the UK. All right, so we're going to do 2-part alcohol. So first, I'm going to fill up a jar that's going to have a lid. Now I want to leave enough jars so I'm going to do one for our oil and one for our tincture. Just going to split it up evenly. Here we're going to take our flowers, our herbs, okay? And we're going to take the liquid. It's 2 parts. So sorry, it's 1 to 3 parts. So 1 part is your St. John's wort, and 3 parts will be your liquid. So the menstruum is 3 parts, and your herb is 1 part. So we've got our 1 part here. I'm only going to use enough actually to fill this right over the herbs, I think. Yeah. No, I'm going to use it all for this one. All right. So 2 parts alcohol. Yeah, I've got my cook here to help me here. So I'm going to do 2 parts of this, right?
Yeah, but in here, do it here. So okay. The alcohol to just below the handle.
2 parts.
A little bit more.
And that's 2 or 1?
That's 2, and then you want to fill the rest with water.
Okay, so that's 2 parts with our alcohol, and I use nice spring water from the area, and there's our 1 part. Okay, so we've got our 1 part of our mark, our herb, and our 3 parts of our menstruum, our liquid, and we're going to mix it up. I didn't bring something to stir with, but why not the root of the St. John's wort? And we're going to stir that up. You want to make sure that the herb is underneath the liquid. Okay? So, getting that herb in there. And then we're just going to put a lid on that. Okay, so you could do the same with your glycerin, right? Your 1 part herb, and then your 3 parts liquid, which is 2 parts glycerin or witch hazel, and the rest 1 part water. Hope you got that. Okay, so I'm just going to put that aside. You can already see the color changing, look, in the light. There. So we're going to come and look back at that in a little bit. So 3 to 5 minutes. Magic is happening right here. When we're done with this, we want it to sit for 2 weeks to a month. It's a little wet now, but I don't know if my label will stick. It's really important for you to label your date. And you know, you might want to label where you got the St. John's wort. It took me a little bit to find some good bunches of it. That's why I only have a little bit. And so now I am on the hunt for my local St. John's wort fields. Okay, so you put what it is, St. John's wort, put your date, what it is, put your date, and where did you get the flowers. Okay, all right. So after those weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to sift it, and then you're going to have, it's going to be the blood of St. John, a bright red liquid. You're going to put that in a brown bottle with drops, and then you'll take accordingly, listening to your body, of course. So now we're going to make a St. John's wort maceration, and with the maceration, I cut it all up, okay, and we're just going to use oil. Make sure your blossoms are a little dry. So that is a mistake I've made with my calendula oils at times, and they've gone rancid. So you don't want to just put fresh flowers in with oil. You need them to dry a little bit. And after your 3 days, put that in, and you can't go wrong. Oh, I forgot the olive oil. That's okay. So you're just going to fill the olive oil up. I would use the whole jar here. And then you're going to, once you've filled it up, now you don't have to use olive oil. You might like almond oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil. Okay, you're going to cover the whole herb surface, cover the surface, and you're going to let it breathe this time. You're not going to cover it with a lid. So you're going to use cheesecloth or nylon or screen, letting it breathe, because you know why? Because those petals still have some water in it, or in this case, some plant matter has water in it. Okay, you're going to place it somewhere warm, like on a windowsill, in the warm sun, or you can put it in a paper bag or a box in the sun, and you let it heat for a few weeks. Then you strain it off. The oil will turn bright red. Yeah, there's your blood of St. John. So what you can do with that oil is you can make it into a salve, adding some beeswax. You can use this oil on all kinds of skin inflammations, pain, your nervous system, cuts, scrapes, burns, even acne, psoriasis. There's a whole plethora of things you can do with it. So once you filter this, you're going to put it in a dark, cool place. And you may want to add a little vitamin E oil to help preserve it. You're going to lid that at that time, okay? And you're going to label it. Okay, and where you're going to label, you know what you're going to label. You're going to label what it is, St. John's wort oil. You made it on July 23rd, and where you got your St. John's, your St. John's wort from. So according to St. John's wort, to folklore, the folklore in Europe, it's a protective plant, and you place it above the altar or the bed. It protects from black magic or bad juju. The flowers store sunshine to benefit us in the winter months. It helps SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antidepressant, working with your nervous system, your conditions and your pain. Now, please know too much of this can create photosensitivity, so be careful and really listen to your body and consult with your physicians. It may, although, be the perfect herb for you. So it's beneficial to all sorts of skin conditions, nerve damage, strain, sprain, swollen veins. It's sweet, it's bitter, it has an astringent quality. And it tones and tightens tissues and dispels toxins. And it also works in Chinese medicine with your lungs, your intestinal tract, your bladder, kidneys, and the liver. It also helps with psychological trauma, blockage, or emotional upset. So much it does, this yellow, beautiful herb, and it probably grows right in your backyard. So, if it's not too late for you, see if you can find some like me. And I'd love to see some pictures of your tincture. Let's see. And your oil. Yeah, look at the color. It's much different. Let's see if I can catch it in the light. Well, we can't even see through it now, can we? Awesome. Well, I'll post some pictures of these in a few weeks' time, and maybe you can send us pictures of yours and enjoy the sunshine in the bottle. Blessed be.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a priestess of Ceridwen in training from Italy. I would like to share with you how my maternal bloodline created again from ashes. New recipes, new kitchen memories and stories to share and enjoy together. New magic and healing steaming from the pot. After the collective and individual traumas and wounds caused by the world wars and the ghost of poverty and famine that followed. As we all know, and maybe we mothers above all, caring for our families, for our children, means feeding every one of them. Nurture, care, love and food are strictly related. I am from Cremona, a little countryside town in the northern part of Italy, in Lombardy. And my maternal bloodline comes all from Cremona. And I would like to show you some photos by two great photographers of my hometown, Ezio Quiresi and Ernesto Fazioli, who documented the life in the town and in the countryside at the beginning of the last century. These are the books from which comes the photos you'll see in a moment. As I was saying to you before, my maternal bloodline comes from the countryside of Cremona, Here, related families lived all together in big farmsteads where everything was shared and done together. The hard work in the fields, the housekeeping, the care of the children, the preparation of the meals, which were consumed all together like a big rite. This was the context in which my grandmother and her mother were brought up. War destroyed everything. War stopped everything. In a moment, there were bombs, there was destruction, there was ruin, intertwined with the cause of poverty and famine. My grandmother and my grandmother had very difficult lives. There was nothing to eat and many children to feed. The tragedies of war, poverty, and all tribulation that followed wiped away all the lines of transmission of traditions, wisdom, health, recipes of my family and many others, if not every family. Nothing was passed down to my mother and her brothers and sisters. It was like a barren field full of ashes. I never prepared anything with my grandmother, and I don't have memories of her cooking. Years later, it took the strength and the love of my mother to extract from those ashes new fertile earth in which to grow new traditions, new recipes. My mother gave to me and my brother all the warmth and love of kitchen magic. And seeing her now preparing food with my daughter is one of the things that warms my heart the most. Because this is motherline restored. My mother, with her love, restored those lines from the past, those lines of tradition that I feel that now are healed. They are healed because of her love and her work. And I will do my best to continue this love and this work, so they can be fertile land for our bloodline for the future. Speaking about new recipes, this is from southern Italy, sweet taralli, that my mother is making with my daughter here in these photos.
Poco.
Dove si mette 3 gocce.
3 gocce, va bene.
Anzi, bisogna mettere 5 gocce.
5?
Sì, così sia più buono.
Va bene.
Guarda che brava la nonna.
This is a very simple recipe that can be done easily with children. And as you can see, I promise you, they will entertain themselves with this. And the final biscuits before getting in the oven. And here a very simple apple pie recipe.
Vuoi?
This is the apple pie recipe that my mother always did for me and my brother, and now I'm doing with my daughter.
Adesso che abbiamo messo tutto il burro,
mescoliamo. Voglio versare io.
Children always want to do by themselves.
bravissima. Ok, basta, poco alla volta, ancora piano. Cerchiamo di livellare bene, vedi? Di infilare bene la fetta dentro la torta prima di essere infornata.
We want to incorporate new traditions with the old ones. We would like to bless our cake before eating it with our awens. Sei pronta, tesoro?
Caridwen blesses this family, this cake, and Ficelle and all the world. Blessed be.
We're now going to sing 3 Awens together. When we're fully expressing our creativity, when the Awen of Ceridwen is flowing through us, healing us, by chanting the Awen, we're encouraging both health and inspiration to flow into us so that we might in turn heal others and inspire others. So, taking a deep breath together. Blessed be. The time has now come for us to open our circle. We give thanks to Ceridwen, our Dark Mother, to the ancestors and the guardians here with us. We thank the powers of water, of fire, of air, and of the earth. May the circle be open, yet forever unbroken. May the love of the goddess live forever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open, yet forever unbroken. May the love of the goddess live forever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open, yet forever unbroken. May the love of the goddess live forever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again.